Hello everyone, back to you in today's third video, looking at the ECMWF extended model for today's third video. This is going to take us through the next 6 weeks, and we're going to get to the beginning of 2021 with this update. So yeah, it's very extended range stuff, and obviously the further out we go, the more unreliable it's getting. So like the next week or two, hopefully the model's working okay, then there is like merit in that, but I mean the further out you go, the more unreliable it gets, and going out to like 6 weeks away with any model is going to be a very, very long way out and fraught with huge health warnings. However, we're pushing the boundaries at GavsWeatherVids. We're always trying to push the envelope and develop the science of long-range forecasting. And you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? So that's what we're going to do. The ECMWF.int organisation has allowed us to access these charts publicly now. Before they used to be restricted to pro-mets and people who've got a lot of money to pay for them. Now anybody can access them. So let's do it. Let's see how it pays out and how it plays out and how reliable the model is. So I shall get on that view very shortly. Just say that the first video release date is January Friday. That's a 30-day look ahead. Takes us to the just after middle of December, and then of course a 10 to 14 day video update as well with all of the regular features. But a very busy day at GavsWeatherVids today. Okay then, so let's do this. So we're at the ECMWF.int website, so thank you so much to them for supplying us with the charts. We will be live streaming after 10 o'clock tonight, by the way. So more about that at the end of the video. Right, let's do this then. So we're going to start off with the week 1 mean sea level pressure anomaly for Northern Europe and the North Atlantic as well, I suppose. This will take us through the week from the 23rd to the 30th of November. Which of course is the last day of the month. Right, okay, so let's have a look then. So ECMWF is forecasting for week 1 mean sea level pressure anomaly, high pressure really, to be centering across much of northern and also Western Europe as well. Low pressure is up within the northern latitudes up here. Jet streams push northwards as well. So it looks like it should be, in weekend it looks like it should be pretty mild, westerly Atlantic driven. Driest weather will be in the south and southeast, close to the area of high pressure. Most of the settled weather will be to the northwest, where we have the low pressure, of course, around Greenland and Iceland too. Week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly looks like this. So again, just sort of gives the idea of low pressure to the northwest around Greenland and Iceland. High pressure is to the south and east of the country, so we're drawing up a mild west or southwesterly wind with a flow of a jet doing something like that. Winter looks like it's in the east of Europe, down in towards the Middle East with a trough there and a dip in the 500 millibar flow. So expect this to be a pretty mild week. Yes, temperature anomalies for Ireland, the UK and much of Northern Europe are being forecast to be above average on the temperature scale. I think we're around 1 to 2 degrees above average probably. And the precipitation anomaly looks largely drier than average in most parts of Northern Europe, and that includes much of southern and east parts of the UK. It's a little bit more unsettled out to the northwest of the country. Right, that's week 1 dealt with. Let's go through to week 2 then. This is the 30th of November to 7th of December. More unsettled in this week. So the ridge of high pressure is slipping away in towards eastern and southeastern parts of Europe. Low pressure is developing around Greenland and Iceland. The jet stream is coming southwards as well. So it's starting to turn more unsettled. And it's becoming a little bit cooler as well, with low pressure in from off the Atlantic, bringing some spells of rain with them. Week 2, 500 millibar height anomaly does look more unsettled as well. We see below average heights, low pressure around Greenland and Iceland into the North Atlantic. Above average heights are slipping southwards. The flow of jet streams coming southwards as well. So it just looks more unsettled really. I don't think it'd be particularly cold. It looks very Atlantic driven, very westerly. Doesn't really suggest sort of cold zonality or anything like that. Just really suggests low pressure in off the Atlantic. bringing more in way of unsettled weather and probably mild temperatures to Ireland and the UK. Week 2 temperature anomaly through the first week of December is milder than average for the UK and most of Northern and Western Europe as well. And week 2 precipitation anomaly looks like that. Just suggests a rather more unsettled week, which you expect with low pressure developing to the northwest of the country, going wetter than average to our north and west. Right, that's week 2 done with. Let's go through to week 3, man. We ran through these, don't we? This is week 3, the 7th to the 14th of December. Slightly weaker signals, but still looking rather westerly. Really low pressures up towards Greenland and Iceland. Higher pressure across western parts of Russia and generally across the eastern side of Europe. Looks like there's a bit of ridging in the North Atlantic as well. This white area is interesting. Difficult to say what's going on there, but we may have a bit of a dip in the 500 millibar flow. Though if that was happening, you'd expect this blue area to be further southwards. Just a little bit confused what's going on there, but it could be a little bit cooler and a little bit, still a little bit on the unsettled side. Let's see if the 500 millibar height on me sheds any light. This is it. From the 7th through to 14th December, week 3. So it doesn't really suggest a dip in the 500 millibar flow, does it? It just shows sort of low pressure around Greenland and Iceland. High pressure is pulled out here, and it's over there too. I mean, there may be a dip in the 500 millibar flow going on. It looks like there could be. But until we see those blue curves extending downwards, southwards, can't say that definitively, but I would think there could be a bit of a dip in the 500 millibar flow there with jet stream, and so that might be a slightly colder week. Let's see what the temperature anomaly is doing for week 3. So it's still above average, really. It's a little bit cooler than it is in weeks 1 and 2, but nevertheless, it's still on the mild and average side, really. Not just in the UK, but virtually all parts of Europe forecast to be milder than average there. And the week 3 precipitation anomaly, no particular signal ready for Ireland and for the UK either in the 3rd week. Right, back to the mean set pressure lines. This is week 4, taking us from the 14th, 21st of December. This looks very westerly and mild. High pressure is centred around the Bay of Biscay and Spain. Low pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland. Winds are in with the jet stream from the west. So there's nothing more you can say about that other than it's mild and westerly. Week 4, 500 millibar height anomaly looks like this. So again, westerly and mild. Low pressure towards Greenland and Iceland. High pressure centred through the UK into our south. Winds are in from a westerly direction. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. For anybody who wants cold weather, that is as bad as it gets. Week 4 temperature anomaly is milder than average again. Around 1 to 2 degrees quite wide, I think, across Ireland, the UK, and most parts of Northern Europe, even milder than that for Scandinavia. Week 4, rainfall anomaly, looks like that. North-south split, wetter than average to our north, drier than average to our south. Winds are in, obviously, from a westerly direction running up towards Christmas. The ECMWF is not interested whatsoever in anything cold at all this side of Christmas, seemingly. Let's go to Christmas itself. This is week 5. 21st of December to the 28th. Let's see what it's showing. Basically, very, very similar scenario. Really high pressure is still there around the Bay of Biscay. Low pressure is still up towards Greenland, Iceland, Scandinavia. Very slight difference. Might be a little bit more of a northwest-southeast alignment to jet stream. Could be a little bit cooler, but it's still Atlantic driven. And so, therefore, it would still be generally quite mild. Let's have a look at 500 millibar height anomaly. It's all looking very, very samey. Low pressure's up here. High pressure or below or above average heights, I should say, down there. Winds are in from the west to maybe slightly northwest alignment. But I mean, this is very, very disappointing stuff. This is really disappointing stuff for anyone who wants cold weather before or over Christmas. Temperature anomalies for Christmas look like that. 21st of December to 28th. Basically still on the mild and average side. It's a bit cool and average in the North Atlantic, but really for much of North Western Europe, I think we still indicate milder than average conditions there. And then week 5 precipitation anomalies look like that. Very close to average, possibly a little bit on the drier but average side. Let's finish off at week 6 then. So this is the mean cell pressure anomaly for week 6. Will take us from the 28th of December to Monday, the 4th of January 2021. Can you believe it? We are within the beginning of next year now, within the 6-week forecast time frame. So let's see what this one is showing then. That's it. So possibly hinting at something a little bit colder or cooler then. Trough of low pressure is sinking in over Scandinavia. Looks like this ridge is increasingly slipping southwards and westwards. So I think this probably does imply a little bit more of a northwesterly flow setting up. Maybe if there's some higher pressure around here, which there isn't at the moment, but say that was to be filled up with high pressure later on, maybe even would hint at a bit of a northerly by the beginning of January. But I mean, it's 6 weeks away, so obviously anything could happen there. Anything could change with that. Week 6, 500 millibar height anomaly. Again, looks like that. So once more, we've got low pressure to our north, we've got high pressure to our south and southwest. It's still westerly ridge, just perhaps a slightly more of a northwest-southeast alignment to the jet stream, maybe. And the week 6 temperature anomaly looks like it's gradually cooling a little bit, doesn't it? Although it's still mild average through much of northern Europe, but it does look as though Western Europe could be cooling a little bit, and particularly out in the North Atlantic where it's cooler than average. And then lastly, the week 6 precipitation anomaly looks like that. So it does indicate going a bit more unsettled. And notice it's quite unsettled, particularly above average precipitation around Scandinavia, driving average south of Greenland, North Atlantic, those sort of areas. I think, there's probably enough there to suggest that by the start of January we may have the wind into more of a northwesterly to possibly even northerly direction. But I mean, it's 6 weeks away, it's so far out, but it's completely unreliable. And like for the next week or 2 or 3, the ECMWF looks basically set up for westerlies and for generally mild weather before up to middle of December, and that's as far as you could go and say that like it's reliable, probably, or semi-reliable, maybe up to around the middle of December, looking pretty mild and westerly. After that, possibly some hints of something a little bit cooler to colder for end of December and into early January, but it's such a long way out. But we couldn't take it particularly seriously. Right, that's it. So if you've enjoyed the, not just this video, but all videos today, as this is the last upload, then please can you click like on all of these videos, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to tell your friends and your family too about GavsWeatherVids. Everybody who subscribes brings a friend or a family member, then we'll get to 9 and 10k subs that much quicker. And let us know in the comments what you think. And that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. Only let us know in the comments if you've got something nice to say, though. To Gav. No, you don't need to do that. but yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. And we shall be back at 10 or just after 10. Around 10 past 10. We're back around 10 past 10 with your Friday night live stream. So we'll have a bit of fun. We'll live stream the 18Z. We'll live stream the GFS pub run and see what that's got to say. And we may have a look at the CFSV2 at Meteo Ciel as well, or Meteo Ciel. We may do that. I'm already starting to get a bit giddy. We may do that with a live stream tonight after 10 o'clock as well. So I shall see you live. Then lots coming up over weekend, by the way. So tomorrow we've got a 10 to 14 daily update as well as weekend forecast. Sunday, we've got the 12th winter update. Wow, can you believe it? We're coming to the end of winter updates. Got update number 12 to come tomorrow. That's the penultimate winter update on Sunday, rather. We've got the ECMWF Meteo France DWD long range update on Sunday. We'll be live streaming from 6 o'clock on Sunday evening as well. And I think we'll look at long-range data, probably from the CFS V2 with that. And I forgot to tell you that tomorrow as well, we'll have the 8th Christmas update. That'll be around 7 in the evening tomorrow. So loads and loads coming up over the weekend. I don't know how I'm going to find my time to do it all, but I will get it all done. And lots coming up this weekend. And it all kicks off tonight, really, with our Friday night live stream. So I shall see you then. For this video, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.